Okay, people. Quick video here. I'm in the Bronx at a secret location. And I think not a lot of people around, which is good, because you know how we do it in room 227. Say stuff that doesn't go well with the usual crowd. So we had what the mainstream media was calling an insurrection and an attempted coup d'etat, and I think the insurrection word was the word of choice. And I've been getting just bombarded in DMs, and my 7th period 12th grade class practically assaulted me. They wanted my opinion. They wanted my opinion, and they wanted this other dude's opinion. Now let me explain something to you real quick, because what you see, some of you never get this far, but what you see in mainstream media, corporate media, and now online places like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, I don't have, and okay, you guys love race, so we'll talk race. I don't have any white students. I'm in Mount Vernon High School, room 227. You come see me if you want. Nobody ever takes me up on that, but you can. And am I yelling? And so they wanted my 7th period 12th grade class, exceedingly smart group, they told me they wanted my opinion on the shenanigans in DC, and they wanted this other history teacher's opinion on the shenanigans. Both of us white dudes, married, cis-het, Caucasian males. And this guy's an ex-Marine socialist teacher who cuts down to the white meat. They wanted his opinion, and they wanted my opinion. And you see me. So, but all the nonsense, and the people with the pronouns in their bio and all this nonsense, that you don't hear that ever on there. I'm just telling you how it is where I am in the bad neighborhood. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. The other thing is, DC, real quick, because it's 36 degrees out, and yes, we do get cold. Here's the thing, and I'm upset with many of my colleagues and the people above me on the food chain and a lot of regular folk, because they're so limited. A bunch of guys unarmed, right? So the myth is that these people that went in the Capitol building were armed. Apparently they were not. I've heard both. Let me check on that, right? Send me a message if I'm right on that or not, because I've heard both from semi-reputable sources. Let's say they're armed. A bunch of people go into the Capitol. How they get in, I don't know, right? If I were to storm the local Dunkin' Donuts, I'd be in there with my group, and then cops would show up, and I'd get a nightstick to the face. I'd get cuffed and stuffed, bleeding, and my crew would be hauled away in the paddy wagon. How do you do that to the capital of the United States? So there's one thing. But here's the other thing. People all upset. Corporate media telling you how to feel. Now, they're going to do what they're going to do. I'm not upset with Twitter or ABC News or CNN. They're going to do what they're going to do. But here you have people storming the headquarters of the places that are, as we speak, killing children in Yemen, drug wars, people in cages, right? All the stuff that you people purport to hate. Oh, but when they go in a government building, and CNN tells you it's an insurrection, you're all hurt. And you were cheering and very, very, the protests. Protests in the summertime while they're burning down small private businesses. Burning down small private businesses so Amazon, Target, Walmart, Chase, and Goldman Sachs can have record profits. But my local restaurants in the Hispanic community are struggling and at risk of closing. And what were you doing? Yeah, protests. Yeah, that's good. And the fact that they're not wearing masks, we're going to look the other way. That was you. And now right? A bunch of people go into the head of the snake. They get into the belly of the beast. War on drugs, throwing people in prison because they want to dry out some leaves, roll them up, and smoke it. And then have some Doritos or maybe some cheddar popcorn. And you're angry. You're upset. People I work with, all kinds of posts on our school software, emails, all kinds of stuff. The people who are slamming people in jail, right? Remember the defund the police stuff? These same people were saying they're not going hard enough against those insurrectionists. Where are the cops? Where are the Capitol Police? But I thought you wanted to defund those guys. And again, I'm going to leave you with this because it's cold and I need to get home. The people who perpetrate and spit out this hypocrisy, they do that. That's what they do. They always do it. They've been doing it since, it's easy to trace back to the run-up to World War I. That was 123 years ago. So they're going to do that. And I guess maybe regular sheeple are going to just follow it too. You'd think you'd learn, right? Why is a broken down English teacher, 23 years in the school business, 24 years in the school industry, pointing this out to you, sitting on a bench in the Bronx in the cold? There's no excuse for that. None. But here I am, just saying, you should maybe pay attention, maybe think, and when you see stuff on the news, rather than just repeat it and send it to me in an email or post it on my school grade software, maybe think a little bit, right? I don't know if storming the Capitol was a great idea. I think it was, kind of a doofy maneuver, and there's so many things don't make sense about it. But all the things that you were told you hated, 6 months later, they got you professing love for the government that does the war on drugs, that has jails running full bore, that's got police knocking people out. Right? The biggest, most rapacious war machine in the history of the world going full tilt. And you're angry. You're angry that somebody took a stab at it, right? That somebody took a swipe. They went to take a punch in its face. You're now angry. You're the one that's getting snookered. You're the one that's getting bamboozled and vexed. And here's the thing. Teenagers get it. I talk to teens like this, maybe not yelling and I'm not outside, but I talk to them like this all the time, and we have great conversations. But adults, I'm not going to talk like this to my colleagues on Monday, maybe one or two. The insurrection. Can you believe those racist Trump supporters? Rah! Right? And the cops should have gone after him. And these are the same fools that were talking about defund the police and raising a fist in the air, right? And cheering on destruction of small business. Dumbasses. Don't be one of those people. That's my message to you. I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to get out of the cold because this is now no joke. All right, people. Talk to you soon. And no homework. So you can just relax and have a good weekend.